So, Bob, we were breaking records here on the Suncoast today.
And it may not be the last.
Okay.
We're going to see temperatures soaring again into the mid to upper 80s, I think, over the next couple of days at least. We may get a slight cool down by Thursday, but not much, just a couple degrees. Beautiful sunset, Sapphire Shores. This one from Ray sent it in. You see some clouds around this evening. That's the result of the daytime heating up to nearly 90 degrees at times. And this one from Carol Ecker, who sent this in. That's her granddaughter and grandson, I think, and the LBK. Colin and Kira, I guess you reversed the photo there, but anyway, they had an enjoyable night with the sunset. And I was out geocaching with my daughter and her friends, and Robert, this guy, showed up. And geocaching is what you do. You find out these little places and little knickknacks that are kind of hidden all across the world, for that matter. And people play, and they have a lot of fun with it using your phone. So it was a lot of fun doing that. Met that guy, watches ABC 7. He goes, "That's the weather. Are you the weatherman?" I said, "Yeah, I do the weather." And so sure enough, he said, "Well, I need a picture of that." I said, "Well, send it in." Well, there you did. We have high pressure dominating the weather over the southeast right now, and all that rain coming in from the Gulf of Mexico just wrapping around this area of high pressure, causing all sorts of problems with flooding throughout Ohio, Indiana, and into Illinois tonight. You can see that rain continuing to train over the same area. That means repeated shower activity, some heavy rainfall at times, continuing to move over the same area, and it looks like that will be the case tomorrow, where there are numerous flood watches and flood warnings. The brighter green that you see right here, those are all flood warnings that are in place right now. Those are active flood warnings. The darker green indicates the flood watch. That's in effect through Wednesday, and then to the west thereof, it's an ice storm in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the eastern sections of South Dakota and Nebraska. It looks as though we will see a few spotty showers possible over the upcoming afternoons due to the heat of the day, but for the time being, things are fairly quiet. It's 72 right now, and we have clear skies. The dew point temperature is at 66. We have an east wind at 10. The high today, well, there it is, 87 degrees, and the record was 86. That was back in 1990. Now the new record, 87. And it looks as though we could see temperatures again into the mid to upper 80s because of that easterly wind to southeasterly wind. Now, this is clear, so the area looks like fog. It's not, but we'll see some patchy fog tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be that widespread. It will be around shortly and then push off quickly and lift and dissipate. As far as the futurecast goes, we're going to see that east to southeasterly wind flow. And you'll see things don't change much. Just a few clouds in the afternoon coming on over from the east coast. And then this front approaches, some severe weather possible over the southern plain states over the next couple of days, even an ice storm as far south as Oklahoma City. But for us, we just we'll see the steady southeasterly wind and that high pressure kind of holding on. And that cold Arctic air sinking southward into that warm, moist air will allow for those bigger storms to form. And as far as temperatures go right now, pretty warm. Pittsburgh at 61, 62 in Columbus, Indianapolis at 63 degrees. But there's where that cold Arctic air is spilling southward in the northern and central Rockies. Denver now at 73 into Dallas, Oklahoma City at 48. And you can see the temperature contrast quite a bit over the southeast United States. It's pretty mild. Now, as far as the wind chill goes, you can see the wind chills into the single digits, below zero readings from Minneapolis all the way down into Denver tonight. This cold air is going to be feeding off to the east. We will see some cooler temperatures here come into play, not this Thursday, but next. So we have a long time to wait before we start to cool down back to average. Winds will be out of the east to start things off tomorrow at 10 knots, subsiding to 5 knots and turning to the south in the afternoon. So here's the 7-day forecast. There it is, mid-80s right through Thursday, and then a couple degrees cooler as promised on Friday. Saturday, there's a slight chance for a shower late in the day and into the evening within a little piece of energy moving by, but temperatures staying unseasonably warm. So enjoy this spring-like weather. We'll get back to more normal temperatures, I mentioned, in about 10 days from now. Jacqueline?
Okay, thank you so much, Bob.